Okay, right. Just had surgery on my teeth a few days ago. Still getting used to it, so sorry if this is a little bit rough or something, but Anyway, what's the video I'm doing today? I actually haven't really checked. Hang on, let me check.
Baby, please let me back in. I'll do anything. I can give you everything you need from a man or from a woman.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, for those of you who don't know who this weirdo is, this is the Manni Show. An absolute loser that abuses the YouTube short system and gets millions of views almost every single short he posts. Now you'd think with the type of views he's pulling, you'd gotta think that the sort of content he's making, it has to be of the highest caliber, the best of the business. But no, it's either the cringiest shit you've ever seen, or blatant copying from smaller creators that actually put the effort into making their content.
Hi, welcome to heaven. Holy f***, I can't believe I actually got in.
I first saw this guy about a year ago when he appeared in my shorts feed, and I was immediately able to tell that this guy was a shorts merchant. Not only does he just steal from other creators and not credit them in any video whatsoever, but he's also the most pathetic specimen I've ever seen. Not an ounce of testosterone or muscle in this 23-year-old man. This is a guy in his 20s, and I'm a 14-year-old who hasn't hit his buff spurt yet. And even I think I have more muscle. Like, it's nothing much, but this guy, his arms look like they're made of celery. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video today is because the Manni Show has recently been in a bit of controversy around a few things. Mainly the fact that he's been copyright striking smaller creators for using snippets of his videos while they're talking about it. Now this isn't new here on YouTube. A bunch of big ego shorts creators or reacting channels, they do this a lot. They just seem to neglect the fair use rules under the copyright system. To sum up the fair use guidelines quite quickly, if I was making a video on the Manni Show and I just had a bunch of his shorts, unedited, no editing whatsoever, just the full clip, if I had a bunch of those after each other and then my reaction was, huh, that's cool, that is technically just stealing his content, basically what Sniper Wolf does. That is not fair use, and in that ground, the Manni Show is allowed to like copyright strike me because I am literally just uploading his shorts and claiming it as my own content, when in reality he's the one who made it, even though he's stealing the content. But then there are videos that fall under fair use, normally videos that are for commentary or educational purposes. So recently, the Manni Show has been copyright striking a few commentary YouTubers, even though their video falls under fair use of his content. He just strikes down videos that used more than 10 seconds of his footage of like a single video. That is just complete bullshit. One, it's breaking the copyright law and is punishable by court if the creator who has been striked just retaliates, and two, it's a complete violation of YouTube's fair use rules. It should be punished by getting a copyright strike.
Return to sender.
But no, don't worry, it's only taken YouTube until now to realise that they actually have to do something about these situations. Now, I could go over a bunch of scumbags that do this false copyright stuff and just talk about them for ages, but people have already done that, and this video is on the Manni Show, so I guess I'll just talk about him. So recently, the Manni Show has sent a few copyright strikes out to commentary YouTubers because they've questioned his content and he's basically had his feelings hurt by them. One of these commentary creators is Engween, a channel with almost 700,000 subscribers. And the Manni Show struck one of Engween's videos down because he used around 13 seconds of footage from the Manni Show. Now, once again, this is kind of illegal. Not only was Engween using Manni's footage in a fair use way, which a lot of commentary YouTubers do, he basically just showed the clip for a short amount of time and then added his own commentary and views to it, which is allowed because it's making your own content. It's not stealing. But I guess it was just too much for Manni's little old heart to handle, and Engween's video was struck down. So the video was taken down by YouTube and Engween made a video on it, and at the time of recording, I believe the video is back up, so Engween got the best of this. It was basically a massive middle finger to Manni, and this is when we all realised that Manni was one of those shorts merchants that has an ego bigger than the moon. And Manni didn't even stop there. Oh no, he decided to go again. He then struck down a 16-year-old YouTube creator called CocoCrazy. And they are a great channel. I wish I'd discovered them sooner. I discovered them because they were talking about Manni, and Manni was a big topic around this time. But I kind of wish I'd discovered them quicker. I love their content. I'm a massive fan now. If you're seeing this, then hi. Your videos are great. She makes content on current internet affairs alongside animations of her bird, which I believe she hand draws herself, which already makes her 1,000 times more talented than Mannii. So she made a video about Mannii originally, and Mannii struck it down because his feelings were hurt. Again. But this time, YouTube actually used their brains and became a saving grace for once, and then rejected the copyright takedown request. He did it! YouTube were actually being a shining light in a world of darkness here, and it's a rare sight, trust me, you're probably not going to see that many times. If there are any creators that deserve to be saved by YouTube, it's smaller creators that actually put the effort into making content. CocoCrazy is one of these creators that frankly should have a much bigger following for the type of content they create. She's an extremely talented person, and I think you guys should check her out and her other videos that she made. And at the time of recording this, the video that was originally taken down is also back up. So that's 2 middle fingers for Mannii and his false copyright claims. Those are the only videos that I know of that Mannii has tried to take down. But knowing Mannii, he's not going to stop here. I've seen a lot of commentary YouTubers do a bunch of videos on him, and so far he's actually shown self-restraint and not struck them down in the first 10 minutes. But Mannii, I can just tell the type of person he is. He's kind of corner crying right now, I can feel it. So if this video gets struck down because it also hurts Mannii's feelings, well then we'll just know he's a massive loser. But at the same time, I'm also a channel with only 770 subscribers right now, so what would he get out of striking my video down? And besides, I'm going to be using his content fairly, because I actually read the fair use rules and realised, oh damn, I can't just use his entire shorts. But at the same time, I don't want to use his entire shorts. They're shit. So for the rest of this video, I'm just going to react to his shorts and also add my own commentary to them, Mannii. I'm not just going to be stealing them and uploading them as my own content. And I'm going to just be discussing my views, talking about it a bit, because frankly, I want to berate this man so much because he's a bit pathetic. And Mannii, you should not strike this video down. Do you want to know why? Because I'm using it under fair use. Maybe use that little noggin of yours. You might be able to realise that it is fair use. And so is everyone else that uses your content. They're using it fairly. Unless they're green screen kids. You can strike them down. They are a cretin to this planet. Right, okay, we're starting off well here. Mannii says that his content is extremely relatable, and when you open the comments on his YouTube shorts, you can see that it's just filled with either bots or a bunch of 8-year-olds. They're going, oh, this is so relatable, bro. I generally don't know how they type like this. They sound extremely stupid. And this video just right here, there are so many forced cartoon sound effects. It's practically leaking out of my screen right now. There's probably going to be like red blood dripping down because of the amount of forced cartoon sound effects there are. I doubt Mannii's audience needs so much stimulation. They're a bunch of 8-year-olds. They'll probably just scroll if they don't get interested in the first 2 seconds. And even then, his content is extremely bad or just blatant plagiarism. I don't get why a bunch of 8-year-olds actually watch him. It's kind of hard for me to watch it right now.
This is where I'm supposed to live? Oh my god, but it stinks. Ew, a roommate? Gross.
Dear Christ, this is just painful to watch. Once again, he's just taken an audio from a smaller creator and then not credited them. He's literally just copy and pasting himself over the video and just claiming it as his own content. These types of people that just take content without any sort of warning and just completely make it their own because their face is on it. They're just the biggest scumbags on earth. Sometimes he doesn't even like change poses or things that he does in the video. He just deliberately takes it from the original source and copies it bar for bar. I generally don't know how YouTube haven't striked him down yet, but at the same time, given similar cases like Sniper Wolf, it's most likely because he's got a big subscriber count. Channels with massive subscriber counts seem to be just immune to types of punishment, all because YouTube just wants more money and revenue from their channel earnings, which is just extremely pathetic. YouTube has seemed to just gone soft on big creators. Meanwhile, small creators, if they so much as use like 1 second of copyrighted audio, their entire video is ruined and they have to edit it all over again. It is just painful to see that YouTube is starting to lose faith with its actual community. There are people that just use this platform for money purposes and just don't do anything. I wish YouTube would actually just help the smaller creators. The big creators have already made their earnings. They can just keep going. Just let them farm YouTube shorts all their life. I don't care. It's a plague to this world, but what am I going to do? I'm just going to talk about it and maybe make a video on it. Unless a bunch of people mass report the channel, I really can't do anything. To be honest, mass reporting isn't a bad idea though. Keep note of that. It's also the fact that he just has the audacity to copyright strike smaller creators for using his protected content when it's just a bunch of plagiarism on his own end. It's the biggest amount of irony here. If anything, he's the one who should be getting copyright striked. The only reason he probably hasn't is because it's a bunch of creators from TikTok that normally make these types of things. And not many of them actually have a YouTube account, so they can't actually copyright strike him on YouTube. On TikTok, I'm sure it's a different story. I'm sure he's getting mass reported there. But on YouTube, he just seems to do whatever he wants. And it's also the fact that he's a massive content farm. He keeps re-uploading same shorts every few weeks. It's a never-ending cycle. I don't get how he does this.
What are you gonna do if I broke into your house?
Of course, the only way he can actually defend himself is with an automated weapon. Now, I know in America, you guys can just have guns whenever you want. Here in Britain, if you had a gun, you'd probably be arrested. That's why we carry knives. Why do you think we do that? But at the same time, I have a feeling that this is the type of guy who would have a panic attack while trying to aim a gun. He's just flailing around with a gun in his arms while he's shit himself because someone's actually threatening him. And if he did use an electric screwdriver to defend himself, what's he gonna do? He seems like the most unathletic person I've ever seen. He's not fat. He's just too skinny. That's the problem. It seems like his flesh is wrapped around his bones. It seems like it's just begging to have some nutrition. And if he somehow did make it to his target, well, what happens if they just slap the electric screwdriver out of his hands? What's he gonna do then? He has no muscles, so he can't defend himself. His only resort is to use weapons as self-defense. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the biggest fighter ever. No, I could probably defend myself somewhat decently, but I'd most likely get beaten up if someone's stronger than me. But at the same time, if this guy actually had some sort of defense mechanism that wasn't a weapon, if he just kicked someone and like really hard and maybe ran away or something, he might not get harmed. But I have a feeling his legs would shatter on impact. I guess weapons are all he can use. My god, his arms are skinnier than a gaming mouse. I don't know how your arms can get that skinny at his age. Most teenagers have better muscles than this. He just keeps re-uploading shorts and then copyright striking people when he himself should be copyright striked. It's the most pathetic excuse of a creator I've ever seen. The thing is, he can work out as well. He's recorded videos of himself in a gym. Maybe instead of recording a really bad shorts video for your channel so you can keep yourself alive, maybe you could, I don't know, put that membership to use and actually work out a bit. It doesn't even have to be a big workout. Even if you just use a dumbbell or something. Literally anything to make your little noodle arms bigger. This is all it is, Manni. Just lift it up. I'm a teenager. How am I stronger than you at this point? Just use the dumbbell, Manni. Okay, admittedly, this is a bit hard, but at the same time, given that I'm a teenager with not too much strength, the fact that I'm even lifting this is a bit better than Manni. His arm would probably be shaking like this right now if he tried to lift it up. Yeah, Manni's not lifting this. The fact that I can even lift it a little bit, probably not properly, but I can lift it. Look at that. Anyway, what was I doing? Fucking hell. Dear Christ. An actual simp as well. You'd think with his type of very muscular body, he'd go for girls with personality. But no, he's a massive egotist and he's going for the girls with fat asses. The fact that this guy has around 12.5 million subscribers, surely loads of them have got to be bots or something. You can bot subscriber counts. You have to like buy a shit ton of them, but surely like majority of them are bots. There's no way there's 12.5 million 8-year-olds just subscribing to this guy because they think his content is funny. If I was 8 years old and I was watching this type of stuff, I think my parents would generally disown me. It is just a bit pathetic. There's no other way to sum it up. I actually can't take any more of this. Overall, this guy is a pathetic scumbag who strikes videos down because his feelings get hurt. If he strikes this video down, then he's even more pathetic than I thought. If he does strike the video down, well then it's a false copyright claim because I'm using your content fairly, Manni. You can't just strike any video down because someone's making fun of you. Maybe if you gain some muscle and drop the nerdy look, people will actually respect you more. But for now, just stay your content stealing wimpy self. I'm sure it will get you so much more money when you farm more YouTube shorts. Right, okay, that's all for this video. At the start of the video, I mentioned I had teeth surgery a few days ago. That wasn't a lie. There's like metal and a bunch of like plastic bands in my mouth. It doesn't restrain my mouth so much where I can't open it. I can open it, it's like, but if I like smile too much, it actually hurts. It physically hurts. My teeth are fucked up. I might be able to find an x-ray of it. Yeah, it's quite bad. The teeth are like going inwards, so they had to do a surgery to like move it back into place. Bit concerning, but I'm sure my smile will actually look decent enough to where I don't have to worry about it. I don't expect this video to do too well. If it gets Manni's attention, then it might be in trouble. But at the same time, if this guy just keeps false copyright striking channels, well then surely YouTube's gotta do something about it. Though I guess if Sniper Wolf is able to get away with doxing someone, I'm sure Manni can do whatever the f he wants. It's generally heartbreaking to see that YouTube is only starting to do things now because lots of creators are speaking out about it. Imagine if people didn't make videos about this and it was just up for YouTube to decide what to do, and they just went, oh no, let's let him keep striking people. He's our piggy bank. Sucks to know that scumbags like these are just able to keep making content like this. Smaller creators who actually put effort into the content, they should have so many subscribers. CocoCrazy, for example. I recently found like her channel because of Manni, and I've been watching her videos ever since then. She's a great creator. You guys should seriously go subscribe to her. It's such good content. I'm a massive fan. If it does catch her attention, then maybe it'd be cool. I don't expect her to get attention either. I'm a small guy with 770 subscribers here, so I don't expect much to happen. If this video does do well and gets a lot of views, then maybe something cool could happen. But at the same time, if it gets lots of views, that means Manni might probably see it. I'm treading lightly, but at the same time, this guy is such a dicktard, I just have to talk about it. Special announcement. Oh yeah, I mentioned that last video. If you go to my community tab, there is like a screenshot of what's to come. I was originally going to release it at like 1,000 subscribers or something. I've been looking at it a bit more and realizing that even if you have like 1,000 subscribers, your audience still could technically be only like 200 or something. Subscribers in reality don't mean everything. You gotta look at views and how many people are actually leaving comments and all that. That's your actual audience. The subscribers is just a number for a gold or silver plaque. While it does mean lots to me that I get bigger and bigger milestones, I gotta realize that it's not just everything. Subscribers clearly aren't everything. If the Manni Show can get 12.5 million of them, he probably poured a bunch of his well-earned YouTube Shorts money into buying like millions of them. It is just a bit pathetic. This guy is... I'm just lost for words. I'm in the summer holidays now, so I'll try and make more videos over the summer holidays. Oh yeah, and my brother recently got me a hat just as a gift. I think it's quite sentimental. Maybe Manni should get one of these as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it reaches a decent audience that will actually realize that Manni's a piece of shit. Once again, huge shout out to CocoCrazy for her just amazing content. She's a great content creator. You guys should definitely go subscribe to her. Anyway, that's all for now. And until next time, see you in the future.